around me there's a lot of particles flowing, like little spider webs flowing everywhere, so I do not want to breathe this in. Hey guys, I'm back in my car. I think it was last year that almost every video on my channel started with me driving in my car. I know the sound is probably very bad, I'm sorry for that, so I'll keep it very short. I'm on my way to a job. I have to do makeup, hair for a few actors and one comedian, like a stand-up comedian. Which means I don't have time right now to play with my prosthetic pieces of the Maleficent Mistress of Evil. I also, last night, I started to make the horns, like the black Maleficent horns. I didn't make them last time out of some kind of a plastic bendable tube with a lot of gaffa tape or black strong tape that has like this leathery effect on it. It was good for the look that I did on myself, but now I want to make it so realistic that you like almost gag, like, oh my god, this looks so professional and real. Because right now I'm so in love with this character, and I have a friend, Chiara. There was a part in a movie that Angelina Jolie, aka Maleficent, she was laying on some kind of nest. Like, yes, she's a bird that has wings. I wish you could have the wings, but that's like one bridge too far. Like, you know, I can make some props, but like proper wings, like for real, be so awesome, but it's not gonna happen. I'm probably gonna Photoshop this on the photo shoot. But anyway, she was laying on the nest, and I thought about my friend because she did not, Angelina did have no clothing on her beautiful thin body, and her hair was like really like really straight. She had no like this cap on and all the clothing and whatever that she has around the horns normally, all the leather, and she's like, sure, she looks like a real mistress with all the leather going on. I don't know, but I was thinking about my friend that was like, oh my god, she looks so much, they look kind of alike, because Chiara has like this big full lips that are very kissable. Right, if I have something in my mind, I want to do it right now, and I just, this last night I was busy until 2 or 3 at night trying to make like a prototype of the horns. I failed, but I learned from my mistakes, and today I'm going to make the Maleficent horns, and I'm going to take you along the process. So that's what I'm going to do today. I hope if I do the makeup and the hair that I don't need to stay like the whole show, because otherwise I will be home at 11, and tomorrow I have a workshop about day makeup. So tomorrow I won't have that much time either. So I really hope I can work today on my prosthetic pieces, and especially on the horns, because I need them before Halloween. Not next year Halloween. This Halloween. That's on Wednesday. It's Saturday. And I want to make 2 pairs of horns. I'm pushing my boundaries here. And of course, I need to make 3 or 4 pairs of the prosthetic pieces by Wednesday. I hope I can vlog a little bit whilst I'm at it. See you maybe backstage in a second. Oh, and there goes my camera. It's time to go. Bye. Anyway, so my makeup is like almost done. I did the actors, so I did Els and Pedro and Lieve. Their makeup is finished. Now they're rehearsing, so I'm gonna try to squeeze backstage and film a little bit, but I don't think I'll just try. But I can't speak that loud because we're very close to the stage, so very quiet. Voila, and Lieve is already drinking. Lieve is drinking wine. just to you know, get that strength to go on stage. One before and a bottle after.
Of course.
Okay, let's be very quiet and sneak in.
Maar ik denk dat ik er dan al sta, ik ben niet heel lief. En toch nog eens
Ja, en dat rood op de lippen, dat is helemaal niet zo fel eigenlijk. Ja.
tijdens de show niet van
Nee. Kom maar even.
Maar moet het met doen, hè? Ja.
Ja? Kunnen we weg?
Dat is goed.
Alright guys, I didn't get the chance to end my vlog yesterday or my day because, oh my god, there are already people. I'm doing a workshop right now, so I'm gonna just do this and just go here. So last night I thought I was supposed to be there just until 8, just before the show started, but then because it was a... My dogs are going crazy. Because don't lick my face because I have foundation on. Okay, so because there was a TV recording, they asked me to stay until the show ended because they were probably going to have to reshoot a few scenes because everything was recorded live, and that's why I stayed there until around 11:30. So I could not work on my prosthetics, the never-ending story. So yeah, so and this morning I just prepared everything for a makeup workshop that I'm doing right now. Like, people are coming in as we speak, and that's why I just jumped into the back of my... Hey, don't bite my pants, please. Nala. Oh, I just can't wait to be king. Don't bite my face, please. Give me a kiss. Oh, yeah, there goes the foundation on my nose. So I'm going to do this workshop, and then I'm gonna start and proceed with my prosthetic pieces and the horns. So see you in a bit. Alright, so I'm finally here to, I don't know if I can adjust my camera, to make the prosthetic pieces for the very first time. I really hope this works, you know. Okay, first what I wanted to do is, if I have my silicone mold right here, and I'm gonna switch my camera. If you have your silicone mold, I explained how I made these molds in my previous video. If you haven't seen it, go watch it first. So okay, I got my silicone molds. They look quite great, so I'm really happy with the result. The only thing that bothers me is that I still have here and there, I don't know if you can see it, I have like small edges, and if I'm going to spray the bolt cap material on my silicone mold, I think it's important that everything is free, or that everything is quite open, so I have nothing covered or covers the area here of the edge of the ridge. So I think it's very important to get rid of these edges. I'm just gonna trim them off with a small scissor. I'm also gonna spray my molds with the isopropyl alcohol and just give it a good cleanup, so I don't have any like any residue, or I don't know, the molds were laying in my office for a couple of days now, so probably there's going to be a little bit of dust and maybe some hairs in it. I'm going to make my material. I have some zinc cap. This is the product that they make, where the bolt caps are made of, I hope. There's a lot of particles flowing, like little spider webs flowing everywhere, so I do not want to breathe this in. So this is totally not what I expected. Thanks Kryolan, I asked for material to make bolt caps out of. Maybe, I don't know. The problem with products from Kryolan is it says you can thin it with acetone, so I did it, but there's nowhere to be found what the ratios are, so how much percent of the acetone that you have to do or mix together to get like this really edgy kind of material. It's not flexible at all. It looks like it's just like paper. So for me it's not even plasticky. Maybe it's the acetone, maybe it's this product, I don't know. So I will probably find the art supplies where I ordered all of the other materials that were decent enough to create my prosthetic molds. And I will check if they have the Boldies cap plastic that everybody's talking about, because as you can see, this just like lays a layer on top of the mold. It's impossible to kind of pour the silicone inside because everything gets closed up very fast, and if I pull it out it looks like paper. So this will be like, this is totally not the result that I want. So I'm just guessing that this is not good, so it's not approved. I will have to wait until tomorrow. Alright guys, I'm preparing the Maleficent horns. I'm going to provide you a link in the description below to a tutorial where I kinda got the idea from. It calls Odin Makes? I think it's Odin... yeah, it's his channel is Odin Makes, and he kinda... So I basically followed his tutorial because I could not find any better tutorial on YouTube to actually make the horns from scratch. And I will just provide you the link below so you can follow it, and I will show you just some quick steps so you can see I really remade them like he did, and in the end I will show you the end result. Alright, so I'm finally back. I got the new product. So I'm not going to use the sync cap from Kryolan anymore, if that wasn't very obvious, because that didn't turn out very well. So I actually looked it up yesterday on artsupplies.com or artsuppliesworldwide.com. I don't know. I'm going to provide the link from the online store where I bought this in my description below. Now, I'm very lucky that it's actually just one village next to where I live, so thank God, it's all meant to be. So this is a Super Boldies spray, super spray Boldies from Mold Life. This is another brand, and it's basically, I'm testing it out right now, so you just need to shake it very well, just clean your mold, spray a release agent inside the mold. Here I'm using the mold release spray from, yes, Kryolan. Don't fail me as well. Here it says first apply a small layer of release agent and then 3 to 4 coats of this to the mold, allowing up to 10 minutes between each coat. Shake well and spray between 3 to 5 layers into your mold, allowing a few minutes between each coat. Spray from a distance from 20 or 30 centimeters. If a finer spray is required, replace the green nozzle with the gray one provided. So this is actually an IPA, so isopropyl alcohol based product. So that means that you are going to blend the edges with isopropyl alcohol and not with acetone like in the Syncap, the one I tried yesterday, and that was a major fail. The silicone Platzil 25 gel with 90% of the Platzil deadener, and of course the silicone pigment in Color Flash. So I'm first gonna spray 4 to 5 layers of the Super Boldies into the mold, and then I'm going to make my silicone. So basically I'm pouring 50 grams of Platzil Gel 25A Part A. So I'm gonna make 100 grams of Plastigel. That means I'm going to have to do 90 grams of the deadener inside, so this one. So 90% of 100 is, well, 90 grams. And then I'm going to do the silicone pigment inside. I don't know how much I have to use, but I will just eyeball a little bit, just start with a little bit. I think it's very important to not do the Platzil Gel Part B until the last part, because otherwise the chemical reaction will start and it will probably harden too fast. Maybe 2 to 3 drops. So yeah, you only need just a little bit. Part B, so I don't know, this is possible to shake. Make sure you have your spatula or anything to scrape off the excess of the molds. Part B. And they advised me just to pour it in slowly enough, just to fill this one, and then again I'm going to fill the edges. This will not be so... Ooh, that's a lot. I'm gonna take my spatula and just ever so slightly try to scrape the product off of the mold. And then I'm going to take some cotton tips just to wipe off any excess of the silicone around the edges. So I'm just gonna let time do its work and see you guys in a bit. Alright, it's been over somewhat 45 minutes. I will spray the Boldies on top of this. I think 2 layers is probably enough. Alright guys, so these are the 2 finished pieces. Are they perfect? No, they are not yet perfect. I did learn that I have to spray a lot more bolt cap or a lot more cap plastic into the molds. Otherwise you get the layer or the edges too thin. So I will definitely, if I'm gonna make a second pair, and I will definitely gonna spray a lot more cap plastic into the molds. But overall, I'm quite pleased with the result. I think they're going to fit just perfectly. So I'm satisfied with the shape, and I love the consistency. I don't think I have a lot of texture left in the pieces itself. So the result is okay. It's not perfect. I know what I did wrong. I am going to be able to use them in the application, but for sure I will make a few different I think also the edges were too big, so they kind of, also because I didn't have enough cap plastic, they tore off of the edge. That's no problem because I don't really need this, only to store your prosthetic piece. This comes in handy. The material is so soft, it really feels skin-like, so that's great. I'm satisfied. It's not perfect yet, so this is going to be continued, and I'm pretty sure I will give you guys an update obviously I'm gonna make a third part when I'm going to do the application and the photo shoot, because I know this is already going to be a long video. Before I go, I just wanted to give you guys a quick update. I did mention to make one, and actually two, this one still needs to come out, one perfect prosthetic piece. So yay, I managed to actually made one in its whole. It didn't adhere like one nice even layer, but the baldies just separated in pieces because the silicone repels everything that is kind of liquidy. So actually my sweet husband, who's sitting over there in the dark, he said, why don't you just pour a little bit, just instead of Vaseline, just pour a little bit of the powder on top of it, just so the baldies has something to grab onto. And yes, it kind of made it very perfect. So yeah, give this video a like if you like it, subscribe to my channel if you're not already, and give this video some love. All right, bye bye, see you soon.